Welcome to this Vernal Equinox Vespers. We, the Keene Valley Congregational Church Vespers Committee, invite you to join us as we celebrate the transition from the time of rest, reflection, and the gathering of new energies that is winter to spring, a season that may seem slow to unfold, as here in the Adirondacks, where we often wonder if it will ever arrive. Spring is, nonetheless, relentless, unstoppable. It is life. It seems that it's only in retrospect that we realize how much preparation, rejuvenation, and energization has been happening under the snows and the ice, beneath the soil, within the buds, within the breasts of the birds and the beasts, and within our own hearts, when we thought all was still frozen. We celebrate together here the journey out of winter and the invitation and transition into spring, as well as the season of spring itself, with spoken word, music, and silence. Welcome.
So let us now take a moment to center ourselves, opening our hearts and spirits to the beauty of the sacred words which will now be shared.
Today we put a foot forward to see if the snow is softer, or perhaps to feel the frozen dirt soften into mud. We are looking out from a place called winter. It is a season, a time of year that usually spills over in both directions from the 3 months it claims on the calendar. But this year, it feels much larger, more dense than that. It feels like a room we entered a year ago, a dark room, a cold room, with many doors which we were not to open for fear of what we might find behind them, for the uncertainty of a new set of rules written by something beyond human control.
This season was unlike any most of us had ever known. although there are many in the world who have lived like this for millennia. As a people, we had forgotten how it was to live this way, and we were fearful. We were cautious, focused inwards, which is the way of winter. We turned to family, close friends, and the small and simple thing that gave us comfort. That made life bearable. We found new ways to care for each other and ourselves. We found sides of life that we were moving too fast to have seen before. But we are tired. Oh God, we are so tired. Not just from the state of our lives turned upside down by a simple virus, but by the length of time it has lingered in our lives. Now the days lengthen and the icicles drip in the bright sun, even if the temperature still hovers at freezing. Something inside us begins to melt too, as the cold lifts and we sense the possibility of this larger darkness receding from our lives, almost as a reflection of the few more minutes of light each new day offers.
Something shifts, a tightness that has been lodged unbeknownst to us in the deepest corners of our beings begins to unwind. Unwind and unwind till we see if they're lying at our feet as we stomp in a puddle that yesterday was ice, or in a burst of laughter bubbling up from our bellies as we hear the birds change their calls from winter chatter to the melodic tones that welcome spring. We are not sure where it comes from, but we know it is there. This release from the heaviness we did not know we carried through this long, long season. We give thanks, O God, for the lifting of this darkness, this cold, this weight. We also recognize that we have been changed, as we always are when God's plans diverge from our own. We were wrapped in a cocoon, incubating, as it were, in the struggles and losses, and in the simpler lives we led in the past year.
And now, Mother God, you awaken the earth and our new selves at the same time. You call forth the people we have become in that dark place. Spring is the time that we step out into the world as a people of new beginnings, this year more than ever. We will shrug off our jackets, if just for a moment, and feel the warmth of your strong sun on our shoulders, faces turned to the sky in hope. We ask that you hold us, nurture our infant forms that have been quietly growing in the darkness. Bring us to the place you ask us to be, the place you have been preparing for us. It is not always an easy road you ask us to travel, but we are ready. Nudge us gently now. We are still so tender. Down the path of spring.
Let us now enter a time of contemplation, as we listen to gentle music. As our worship and time together come to a close, I offer you this blessing. Deep peace of the melting snows to you. Deep peace of the thawing rivers to you. Deep peace of the open skies to you. Deep peace of the sentinel pines to you. Deep peace of the immovable mountains to you. As the days lengthen, as the birds announce the morning earlier each day, as patches of brown and deep green earth which have been hidden under the white snow for months slowly reveal themselves, may you always feel the deep peace of God's presence in your life and the life of the world. Amen.